I'm extremely fortunate today to be joined by one of the most impressive rising stars on the WWE roster, Tiffany Stratton. I checked my watch. It told me it is Tiffy time. Tiffany, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad at all, thank you. Now, listen, I've been watching wrestling pretty much my whole life, back in the days when I had hair. And I will tell you, I think to be successful in this business, you need to have a couple of attributes. Of course, you need to be able to wrestle. You need to be great on the microphone, and you also have to have an audience that will come along on the journey with you. You have been able to seamlessly be able to achieve all three of those things in what seems like a very, very short period of time. So first of all, congratulations on your success with WWE right
Thank
now.
thank
I
you.
absolutely. I want to ask you, what is it about your character and about you that you think that makes it so easy for people to connect with you?
I'm honestly trying to figure that out as well. I feel like when I go out there, I'm kind of just authentically me, just kind of turned up a little bit, and I feel like people they notice that and they see that, and like I'm not playing an act almost. So I feel like that's why people, they can relate to me, or they buy whatever I'm putting down. They believe it. They think that that's really who I am, and that's because it is.
No, absolutely. And this is a difficult question, but I have to ask it. You have been on the main roster since earlier this year, February, I believe. How
Mhm.
in the world did you get to be so good so quickly? Because we see you in matches, like for example with Bianca Belair, and there's nothing about you that screams quote unquote rookie or novice or anything. It's like this is where you belong. You are so good at what you do. And just in terms of all of the three attributes that I talked about, usually it takes some of your colleagues a lot longer to get to the level that I feel that a lot of people feel that you're at right now. So, very difficult question to answer, perhaps, but how'd you get to be so good so quick?
Other than like the hard work and putting in the effort and the time, I truly think that I never once doubted myself, and I never once, thought I couldn't be wrestling Bianca Belair or, in the ring with Becky Lynch. I never thought that that wasn't in my future, and I truly think that, that's why I've kind of picked this up so quickly, and I am so confident, and it's because I knew I would get here eventually, and it is happening very quickly, and I just have to keep reminding myself, you wouldn't be getting these opportunities if you weren't ready. And I think my mindset is ultimately what sets me apart from everybody else.
No, absolutely. Now you're a natural athlete, and I understand that you've got a background in gymnastics. Tell me about how you think that your experience in gymnastics really assisted you in terms of what you're doing now.
Yeah, so gymnastics, honestly, it taught me everything that I know. Taught me hard work, dedication, coordination, flexibility, like all the physical stuff and all the mind stuff and the mental stuff as well. And in wrestling, you have to be coordinated, you have to be flexible. I feel like gymnastics really gives you such a good base for any sport, let alone wrestling.
Mhm.
And I definitely feel like I had a leg up on everybody because of my gymnastics background. And I don't know if you realize, but we have so many gymnasts now at the PC, and that are on NXT TV, and they're doing so well right now. So I think gymnastics has definitely given me a leg up, and has shown that, with the gymnastics background, you can definitely become a successful professional wrestler.
Absolutely, absolutely, and right there, living proof. Where when you think about your character, where would you like to see your character go? Like, and again, people always say, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" That's such a long time in this business. Even I would say within like the next 6 to 12 months, where would you like to see with the evolution of your character?
Yeah, I think, right now I'm doing great with what I'm doing. I just want it to organically, develop. I don't want to force anything. I don't want to make anything too different from what I am doing now just because I have so much time. I'm so young, and I kind of only been doing this for 2.5, 3 years now. I
Mhm.
don't want to change my character too much because, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So, just naturally character development with storylines, with, more experience and stuff like that.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, the WWE is coming to Ontario. This is an epic weekend. We've got SmackDown on Friday, Money in the Bank on Saturday. There's an NXT pay-per-view, or I should say premium live event, excuse me, old school, on the Sunday, and then Raw here in the nation's capital on Monday. This is something I love asking WWE superstars. What can fans expect when they come and they see your product live?
Yeah, so obviously you can expect some Tiffy time. Maybe I'll change the time zone in Canada. But there's something for everybody, I feel like, with our rosters, You've got Nia Jax, you've got an Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, you've got Cody Rhodes, you've got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I feel like there is something for everybody. And if you want to see all these superstars up close, I highly recommend buying tickets for any of the four events that are going on over the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I will tell you again, I have been a lifelong fan, and one of the joys for me in going to the events is a lot of times I have the opportunity of bringing people who haven't been before. And
Mhm.
once you go to it's so infectious. You want to see it again. You want to you get absorbed with it because it is such a very entertaining world. And seeing it live again, it's just on a completely different level with the pyro and just the
Mhm.
seeing the production and everything. It's just very, very impressive. So I can only imagine from a behind the scenes standpoint how exciting it is for you to be able to perform with this fantastic company.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing weekend, and I feel like just the fans in general, they make the show almost because
Hmm.
like the chanting, the different reactions and stuff like that. It's truly like everybody is a part of the show. I feel like.
No, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Okay, I always want to be respectful of time, but I do want to take you through some fun rapid fire questions if I can. The first
Okay.
question that I always ask people, and this is again, there's no right or wrong answers in rapid fire. So if you want to give me a top three, we can do that. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, The Hunger Games,
Really?
the first one. I
The
really
first
love
one?
that movie. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. I'm going to do a little bit of a name dropping for you.
Okay.
Damian Priest, R-Truth, Dakota Kai, Sami Zayn, Gunter. These are all people that I have had the pleasure of interviewing who have then gone on to win WWE titles. So since you and I are having this conversation today, and in my mind, I'm good luck, are you ready for your upcoming WWE title reign?
Oh, I was born ready, and we're on Tiffy time anyway, so duh.
Love it. Love it. It is well documented that you love Five Guys. And I appreciate that. Don't judge me. I haven't had it yet, not because I don't like burgers.
Oh,
I just haven't had it yet, but I eventually will. And I'm sure in time there'll be a Tiffy burger. But we know that you like the Five Guys. What is your go-to dessert?
my go-to dessert. Oh, okay. Have you ever had crumble cookie?
I have.
That is my go-to every time with some ice cream. I
Really?
love crumble cookie. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Obviously, a huge fan base here in Canada, especially in the areas that you're going to be going to in Toronto and Ottawa. Is there anything that you're looking forward to experiencing while you're here while you'll be coming to Canada?
Well, I actually am from Minnesota, and Minnesota is basically Canada. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I don't think I've ever had Tim Hortons before, and I know that's a thing in Canada, right?
It really
Um,
is.
it's from Canada, so
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll get some Tim Hortons,
Nice.
um, and try that. But other than that, I don't really know much about Canada.
Okay.
I did go. I went to Calgary in 2016. So
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's a great city to go to, and you're gonna have a great time when you come to Ontario as well. Listen, I want to thank you so much for the time. Last word to you. Do you have any message for all of the Tiffany Stratton fans out there?
Ooh. I mean, if you want to see Tiffy Time live, you guys better buy some tickets and come to a Friday night SmackDown.
Love it. Love it. I listen, congratulations on all your success. We're going to put all the links in terms of how people can get the tickets and of course how they can follow you as well. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you for being such an entertaining part of this product. Every time you're on screen, it's fantastic. It's infectious. And who doesn't love Tiffy Time? So congratulations and all the best, okay?
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We've been talking with Tiffany Stratton, one of many WWE superstars who will be invading, and it's going to be a great invasion, Ontario this summer. We've got, as I mentioned, SmackDown, Money in the Bank. We've got an NXT pay-per-view, and then culminating with Monday Night Raw here in the nation's capital on the Monday. Tiffany, thanks so much for the time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.